Hello everybody! Hello everybody! It's a very special day. I've been waiting for this all day. Literally, I've been wanting to do this for months. We're buying a car. I've bought one. I've decided I thought, f it, we want one. I really want one. Here's my mum. You'll see her. You remember her from this video, and you'll remember her from this video.
Ah! What the hell was that? Yeah, because I can drive it like.
Came out of the house to drive in to pick up this car. I actually wanted to collect this earlier in the day for sunlight reasons. It's getting a bit dark.
Is there no way you can put some water on one of these ones?
Not really, you'll be alright.
No, I won't.
You'll see out there, easy. Like, look. What's up with you?
I've got to. Stop it!
Well, what's up? I don't understand what more.
I need to get the mirrors correct.
Right, get your mirrors correct, mate. There you go, right, that's a big difference, glad we're alright. Look at this guy actually knew me on Instagram. I put a story the other day. If you've not got me on Instagram, you don't know what I'm talking about, so you can wait till the end of the video. But I put a story the other day, and I was like, has anyone got one? I want one. This guy, I had quite a few messages, and I had a few people reply, which is great. You'll be alright. There's a truck coming, so stop. I mean, ideally, you don't want to be coming out on a straight angle, because then your vision's a bit weak. So if you come out on an angle, you know.
No idea what you mean.
Just push out, because otherwise we're never going to get out of it. Let's go. That's it. That's it. He's going to stop. Go on, you'll be alright.
No, he doesn't.
So it's about 18 minutes away. We're going to pick it up now. I'm so buzzing. I've been waiting all day for this. We've had some bad news today with the other cars. The new car is right here. We did go and pick it up last night. We did go and pick it up the other night. I got home. It was just too dark to film. The next day, the battery was totally flat. So I went and I charged it overnight, and she's running. She's running. Okay, so we bought it with a dead battery. I come start it and it wouldn't start. So I charged the battery overnight. I hope she's gonna fire. Come on. Come on. Come on, old girl. Oh, come on. Come on, old girl. Woohoo! Sounds a bit rough, but she's alright, she's alright. Bit cold, a bit cold. She's right here, the new car is right here. So the reason I've got one of these is buying, let me turn her off. No, I'm not, in case she dies, I'm not gonna risk it. The reason I've got one of these is because this is probably one of the most funnest parts of my channel. For myself, and I think other people as well. Like, everyone loved this part of the channel. I've been wanting one for a while now, but the prices kind of just shot up and I just couldn't justify it with the time of year and stuff. Obviously, I'm pretty sure you know what I've got. You're not stupid. So as you can see, the weather is very much like this now, and it is perfect time to buy one of these cars. So I went and bought one. So without further ado, it needs some work. I got it cheap. It does need some work, but we'll go over the positives and negatives of it. So in 3, 2, 1, cut to the cinematic. Oh yes, of course, it's another disco. I was looking at so many discos recently. I was also looking for some other stuff as well, but for going off-road and just doing everything, I don't think you can get a better all-rounder than like a disco like this. Now, I had a 300 TDI, which was the older one, which was a lot more mechanical and like less ECU and stuff, so this is probably a better climber and probably a bit more, I dare to say reliable, dare to say it. But the 300 TDIs are probably a bit better for swimming and stuff, because obviously there's just less electrics and less things like that. But this is a TD5, so some people prefer the TD5, some people prefer some people prefer the 300 TDI. So I had a 300 TDI, so let's try a TD5. I know that the TD5s probably get a little bit better reputation, but this is definitely not perfect. It's not perfect, it needs a bit of work. I got this cheap. Now I actually got this off a guy who watches the channel called Sean. Thank you, Sean. Sean's actually come and helping me with the welding for the 350 as well. So here is my new TD5. I reckon one of the funniest parts of the channel was when we used to do the off-roading. People loved it, the views were great, I had so much fun, and it's just a great thing to do. Like, you just get up, go out, have some fun. You don't need to spend money on mods or spend, you know, it's just a great thing to do. So we have got another one. Now, let's go over everything that's not very good about this disco. So first of all, yes, I know what you're noticing. This sticker, I know, I do not like the sticker. Sean, what were you thinking? That sticker is going to go, but it's not going to go that quickly in this weather, so it's going to stay on for the time being. Now, the main issue with this is that it's got a full MOT. It's actually got a legit MOT. The chassis is actually good from what I've seen, and also what I've heard. The chassis is good. We have got some mods. We've got a lift kit. We've got like uprated sway bars and whatever, drop links and all that bullshit. It's nothing too crazy. It's only a small lift, and it is an all-terrain tyre, so we've not got big, massive mud tyres. But the chassis itself, from what I've seen and what I've heard, is really, really, really good. So that's a good start. Now, it has had an engine swap. The old engine that was in the car, it actually blew the timing chain. So that engine was kaput, and we have a new engine in there now, which I'm going to show you. So here is a new engine. Sean put it in himself. He's done a great job. It looks really clean. He said he did all the stuff, like he said he did all the belts and the chains and everything that needs doing, and I can't remember exactly what he did, but he did like a whole refresh of the engine. So that is a new engine in there on a lot lower mileage. And you can see the little turbo here. Oh, cute. So let's shut this because it's pretty loud, because it's an old diesel. So the main issue with the car so far is it just takes forever to get up to temperature. Now, that's not good, because obviously we're going to be cold in this. The engine, you don't really want to be running the engine cold really either, and also it doesn't get hot inside, so it's constantly cold inside, which is not a good deal, because you're going to get cold off-road and you want some heat in there. So we're going to have to figure that out. Maybe it's something thermostat related, maybe, God forbid, it's something water pump related. We're going to have a look into that. Now, she has got a snorkel, but she's not fully attached here. Now, we do have the bit in the back of the boot, so we just need to fully attach that snorkel today before we go off-roading. Now, speaking of parts, Sean gave us every single living spare part for this, and I'm not even joking. So we have literally got gearboxes, transfer boxes, prop shafts, exhausts, literally everything. Look, we've literally got everything. I don't even know what half of this stuff is. Manifolds, alternators, transfer boxes, gearboxes, diffs, everything he's given. Now, I'm not sure whether I want that or not, because I have no idea where the to put all this stuff. And all this stuff, as you kind of guessed, is heavy as shit, and is massive. And we also want to get some actual bigger mud tyres. We don't really want the all-terrain ones. I mean, they're good for, like, if you want to do mid-range driving, but we just want to take it off-road, and you're really going to see the limitations of all all-terrains, because they're also quite skinny. So we definitely want some different wheels and tyres. We want some bigger wheels. Now, after the last time we got a disc on the channel, I can honestly say, doing this, buying one of these and going and having a look, is some of the best fun you can have for the money. I actually don't think there's anything that beats this, because you buy a Land Rover, have some fun in it, maybe you might have to fix a few things, and then when it gets warm, you can either keep it or get bored and just sell it for the same money. So it's literally free fun, and for me it's free content, so it's an absolute no-brainer. So I'm so excited to get out of the disco again and have some fun. And now we're up north as well, so we have a lot more options of where to go, and obviously it's going to be nice finding a new group of people to come off-road with. So if you are local to like the northwest area and you do go out, invite me along, I'll definitely come. Oh yeah, the main thing is we do not have a winch on this. Now, I've learnt my lesson from the last disco. Do not go out on your own without a winch. You will get stuck and you will have a bad time. So we're going to find a way to get winch on there. I have been looking for some prices. This sadly isn't a winch bar, but if we wanted to, we could probably cut it up and get one in there. Or if anyone's selling a winch bar and a winch, let me know, and I'll probably come and get it off you, because I've learnt my lesson. Never go out without one. I have brought my GoPro now. My GoPro is massively playing up, so what we'll do is we'll end the video on a little bit of a drive in the new disco, and I'll give you my my first thoughts and feelings of how it's different than my 300 TDI. Also, we do have a CB radio in here, but it's not turning on. So we're gonna have to. Oh no, it works. Oh, never mind. It works. Roger, Roger. This is Lockwood Big Daddy 123. Imagine someone replied. That'd be awkward. Okay, so my GoPro has been playing up recently, so we'll see how far we get. I think it's the cold. I think my battery's on the way out, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. But here is the TD5. It's very similar to the 300 in here, just a little bit more gadgets. There's a lot of buttons. I have no idea what they do, to be honest. But as you see, it's been idling for ages and we're still like a third of the way heat. So we need to get that done. It's not nice. It's not good running an engine when it's cold. It does warm up on the motorway, but we need it getting to temperature all the time because, as I say, we need the heat. So it drives really nice, to be fair. It's a little bit more forgiving than the 300, to be honest, and it's a little bit newer in here. It just overall feels a little bit newer, but still that just rugged old feel. You can't beat the feeling of like an old Land Rover. They just feel so good. And it's just like so floaty, it's f***ing shit, but it's just hilarious. And when you're driving one of these, you really have to kind of remove everything you've learned about driving a car, because it's the total opposite. You've got to be really aggressive with the clutch, aggressive with the gearbox. Like these are machines, they're not cars, you know. Like you really have to kind of batter them to do what you want, but they love it. They absolutely love it. Now this is the steering feels a lot lighter. I think the power steering this is a little bit better. So I've turned the heaters off, so let's see if we can get it up to temperature a little bit more. Now it's so funny because everything you do is like a second delay. Like most cars, they react, oh shit, they react how you kind of, you know, when you do it. But these, everything is like a second behind. So when you turn, it'll turn a second later. You know, when you brake, it'll brake a second later. The accelerator takes ages to come in. They're just so much fun. And you know what? It makes you a better driver having one of these, because you have to like respect it, because you can't go flying around the roads at 40 miles an hour because you will just like fall over. And like if anything's coming the other way and like you can't, you know, like you can't get out the way, in a normal car, in this you can just go up in the curve or let people through, and it just makes you, it does make you an overall better driver. See, we've got up, now the heating's off, we're sitting at perfect temperature. But then again, if we turn the heating on, the heat doesn't come through to the heater matrix. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on. I've heard about there's some flaps that aren't opening or whatever, but it is up to temperature now we're driving. But if you put the heating on, the heat won't come through. So we need to figure out what the hell's going on, to be fair. Here I've moved up north. There's a lot of pikes and there's a Lake District and the Peak District. There's a lot of pretty places to go, and I just can't wait to take advantage of all those. I mean, it was really good fun going green laning down in Essex and stuff, but you know, that's all they were just lanes. Like there wasn't actual like pretty places you could go over. Where up here, obviously I grew up down here as well, I know so many places. There's Rivington Pike, which is about 20 minutes away, and you can actually, I've seen a lot of the off-roaders go all the way to the top, and there's just like, I like that. I like green, but I also more of like a scenic sense. I like going up in the mountains and stuff, and there's a lot of that up here. So I'm gonna really make the most out of this, guys, and we're gonna have so much fun. I can't wait. Oh my god. But it's been a while since I've drove one of this, and this actually drives so smooth. This drives a lot smoother than my 300 TDI. The engine just feels nicer and happier, and it just feels like the clutch just feels nicer. It just feels, it's an overall easier car to drive. 300 TDI was a bit quicker, but like then again, we've got like 500 kilos worth of parts in the back of here. And these have got ECU, so you can actually chip these, I believe. You can actually put maps on them and stuff. Whereas the 300 you can't. You just obviously just got a bleed valve for the turbo and crank it up, and off you go and smoking your tits off. You know what? It adds a case of safety as well. You know, in the winter, you don't want to be driving around here with like front wheel drive cars and rear wheel drive BMWs and stuff when it's weather like this, because you will get stuck. Like you will get stuck, and it's just more chance of you know, being in a crash or whatever. And also with this, you become a nice guy. Like obviously you've got tow bars at the front, tow bars at the back, put a rope round, and you can literally pull anything out of anywhere. So what might be a good video is like going up to Rivington or something, and you know, people that are stuck, go and helping them, pulling them out. That'd be a good video. And I do want to take it to Rufford Ford. Obviously the Rufford Ford videos are doing really well at the minute, and I would love to do that. So we've got so much opportunity to do, and I can't wait to take you guys along with me. So I love you all. I hope you like it. We need to get them damn stickers off, and we'll see you in the next one.